There's a reason this poster doesn't look like something thrown together in 5 minutes on a phone. It feels expensive, heavy, almost physical, like something meant to be printed large, not just scrolled past. And that's intentional. I designed this entire poster of REMA using PixelLab and Lightroom, and every decision you're looking at was made on purpose. So the real question isn't what apps I used. The real question is, why does this design feel professional? Why does REMA immediately stand out from the background? Why does your eye lock onto the 12B Plus before anything else? And why does the color grading feel gritty and cinematic instead of flat or overdone? In this tutorial, I'm breaking down exactly how I designed this achievement poster for REMA. Not just the steps, but the thinking behind them. I'll show you how I set up the canvas, how I layered the text and subject to create depth, and how I used color grading and texture to give it that premium poster print feel. Because good design isn't about stacking effects, it's about control. This poster represents a major milestone in REMA's career, 12 billion streams. When you're designing for an artist at this level, the goal isn't decoration, the goal is presence. The design has to feel confident before anyone even reads the text. That's why not from the scene. The typography isn't just bold, it's layered to create hierarchy and depth around him. The grain isn't there for aesthetics alone, it's there to make the image feel tactile, like ink pressed into paper. And the biggest mistake I see designers make is chasing one magic setting. There isn't one. What makes this poster work is how small decisions stack together, lowering contrast while increasing texture, warming midtones while cooling shadows, sharpening only where attention should land. Each move on its own is subtle. Together, they create a design that feels intentional, controlled, and expensive. Before I even touched PixelLab or opened Lightroom, I had one clear goal in mind. This poster needed to feel like an achievement, not just announce one. Achievement design follows different rules. The first rule is hierarchy. The viewer should immediately understand who it's about, what was achieved, and why it matters. The second rule is restraint. When designers want something to feel important, they often add too much. I did the opposite. I limited the colors, kept the typography simple and bold, and used space intentionally. Limitation creates confidence. The third rule is depth, not just visual depth, but psychological depth. I wanted REMA to feel grounded inside the design, not pasted on top of it. That's why some elements sit behind him and others sit in front. Once the goal was clear, I went into PixelLab and set the canvas manually. I tapped image size, switched to custom, and set the width to 1023 and the height to 1280. That vertical ratio is intentional. It's tall enough to feel cinematic while staying optimized for social media. That canvas gives REMA space to dominate the frame without compressing the typography. Then I moved to the background. I chose a solid brown base and added a subtle inner gradient, darker edges, and a lighter center. This naturally pulls the eye inward and pushes the subject forward without fake glows or effects. I kept the background clean and smooth. No textures here. Texture comes later in Lightroom where I can control it properly. PixelLab is about structure. Next, I isolated REMA using PhotoRoom. If you want to try it, the link is in the description. A clean cutout matters more than most people think. If the edges are messy, the design will always feel cheap. I imported the PNG into PixelLab and positioned REMA slightly lower than center, leaving space above for typography. Then I opened the layers menu because depth lives there. I added the large REMA text and dragged it behind the subject. Then I duplicated the REMA layer and erased parts of it so the text could sit behind his head while his face stayed in front. That overlap is the illusion. Your brain reads it as depth. I added the main stat 12B plus above the subject, gave it a thick cream stroke and a subtle shadow, not for decoration, for separation. Supporting text stayed smaller, lighter, and clearly secondary. Once everything was balanced, I added branding elements like Spotify logos and gold spheres. The logos validate the achievement. The gold accents frame the design and signal value. Nothing competes with the main message. When the PixelLab work was finished, I exported the design as a PNG in ultra quality. This preserves sharp edges and prevents compression before moving into Lightroom. Now this is where the look is really built inside Lightroom. I started in the light panel. Exposure stays mostly neutral. I'm not trying to brighten the image globally. Contrast comes down to -38. This flattens the image slightly and gives that matte poster print feel. Highlights are reduced to -20 to protect the skin and the brighter background areas. Shadows are lifted to +19 to pull detail back into the jacket and darker regions. Whites come down slightly, around -10, just to avoid clean digital whites. Blacks are also lowered gently, around -12, to keep depth without crushing. Next is the color panel. Vibrance is pushed up to +58. This keeps skin tones alive and stops the image from feeling dead. Saturation is reduced to -39. This is important. The look is warm, not colorful. Too much saturation kills the premium feel. Then I moved into color grading, which is the core of this look. In the shadows, I added a cool tone hue around 215, saturation around 18. This adds depth and contrast against the warm skin. In the midtones, I pushed hard into warm territory. Hue set to 23, saturation set to 100. This is where the clay brown poster warmth comes from. In the highlights, I introduced a cool cyan tone, hue around 229, saturation around 100, but I kept the luminance low, so whites don't look clean or digital. The balance slider is pushed slightly toward the midtones to make sure warmth dominates. After that, I went into effects. Texture is maxed out at +100. This emphasizes skin pores, fabric, and detail. Clarity is increased slightly, around +10 to 15, just enough to add punch without halos. The haze stays at 0. Grain is critical. Amount at 60, size around 3. Roughness at 100. This creates that gritty, printed, almost film scan texture across the entire image. In detail, sharpening amount is set to 38. Radius stays low. Masking is pushed up to 72. This ensures only edges, eyes, jewelry, text gets sharpened, while flat areas stay smooth and grainy. Then comes selective masking, the real finishing touch. I used a subject mask on REMA and added extra texture and clarity just to him, so he separates naturally from the background. I inverted masks around the edges to slightly darken them, creating a custom vignette that pulls focus inward. I also used a subtle radial mask behind the 12B plus to keep it readable against the jacket. That's the difference between editing and finishing. If you want to speed up your workflow, I've made my 15 Lightroom presets available. These are the same presets I use for my own poster designs and design breakdowns like this one. They are built specifically for posters, cover art, and gritty editorial style designs, so you're not starting from zero every time. You can check them out using the link in the description, bit.ly/quavloart. And if this breakdown helped you, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment letting me know what artist or design style you want me to break down next.